Okay, you search through the room. You're just like, oh man, I need to find this money. He's been raising money. You don't find a safe, or well, sure. You know what? You find a safe, uh, and it's open. It's just cracked open an inch.
I'm going to go in there.
Peeking inside, it is empty. Well, there's probably like 6 gold coins in there.
So they quickly pocket those, but I look to see if the safe looks like it was forced open or if it was, open normally. If there's scratch marks are all around it for being pried open or anything.
Okay. What would that be? Like an insight, probably? Yeah. Or, well, no, you're just looking for
Perception?
perception just to find the scratch marks, not to determine what they are.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, perception.
Damn.
No sign of foul play.
Alex, how are you treating passive perception and insight?
How am I treating it?
Or investigation? Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Like if I just walk in a room
Mm-hmm.
and I have a 19 perception. I
see.
just trying to figure out like what or how this works. Because I've always struggled with that.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Because, yeah, I mean, my initial reaction is just going to respond to what you guys are asking to do. But because of your observant feat, I should be more focused on what you can pick up on your own. Well, point taken. I don't think that plays a role here, per se. Nothing significant. And then Rizal was in this room first. But I will make sure to pay attention to that.
I'm gonna check
I've
out
also-
his bed.
I have played it in the past where it's just I can't roll lower. Like the person who has it can't roll lower than that number with those 2 skills, but that might be too much. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's all.
Well, let's talk about it. I mean, I
Think
had
about it.
someone else. I guess I had someone in my other Icewind Dale game that had Observant, and essentially what they did all the time was like, I go to this place and I just kind of like people watch. I just sit out and I see, like they like say, I'm using my Observant feat now. What do I see? But we'll figure it out as we go. I'll try to throw things at you without you asking. Okay, so wait, someone just said something. Was it Patrick?
It was Rizal. I just
Rizal.
said I wanted to check his bed. I wanted to look under it, under the pillows, under the blankets. Sometimes people shove crap under the pillows and under the bed.
Okay. Let's see here.
Mungo is looking for books on. Sorry, I'll let you finish. I apologize.
Yeah, good. All right, so Rizal is kind of like lifting up the mattress, trying to see what could be hidden anywhere. Well, one thing you definitely find is a brooch. It looks like it's got a small insect encased in amber inside of it. And it seems to be like an important item that he had slipped under the mattress.
Okay, I'll pocket that for now.
All right.
Mungo is just looking for any books on the events going on here in Icewind Dale.
On the event,
Or any
like,
notes
on
that
the
he
winter
has.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, give me an investigation there. Mr. Slacks, are you doing anything just to touch base with everybody?
Yeah, somebody should take a look through that telescope over there. See what it points at. Is there a telescope there, or is that just
that could be fine. That's it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know why I just rolled.
What?
That was me.
Oh, I clicked something and then it's just the
And then
dice
there was
come
a
out.
dice. That's funny. Oh, right.
I'm going to change my color.
Okay, so Mr. Slacks is looking through the telescope to see where it's aimed. It's aimed into the night sky. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. It's about to hit 4, so the sun is going down. I mean, you're starting to see. I guess you always see the stars because it's no brighter than dim at any time. It's just aiming up into the center of the sky, essentially, but you don't see anything specific
Okay.
at this time.
Any of you guys know anything about the sky, navigation, anything like that?
I know a little something about which stars to locate for traveling and such. Why? What do you need?
Take a look through there, see if anything rings a bell. That's what he was looking at last, I guess.
All right, I take a look, and does anything ring a bell?
Give me an insight. I mean, yeah, you've seen those stars. Okay.
25.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know all of these stars. Heck yeah, you start going off one by one, and you're like, okay, well, these aren't aimed at any specific one of them. And you're thinking, okay, well, the sky's not the same all the time. And you think back and you put together that this is aimed at, like, right the area where the aurora shows up every night.
Oh, from what I'm seeing, it looks like he was just looking for where the aurora shows up every night.
Okay.
That would make sense. We were trying to figure out what the cause of the long winter here is.
Wait, so you were trying to figure it out, but you don't want to catch the little cold fairies and give them to the lady who's trying to figure it out.
I said I want to catch them and I want to look at them and I'm very interested in understanding them, but I do not trust her with them.
Well, what if we watch it?
That's going to make for a very interesting adventure, sir.
I'm down for interesting.
So guys, isn't it funny to y'all that lady Helen offered us 100 gold when Stevie was raising money to help out with her and somebody robbed him?
I don't think they robbed him. He said didn't it say in his notes that he was able to help her? He probably gave her the money already.
But then he would have locked his safe back, right?
Unless he didn't have much left in there to lock it for.
Do you just leave 6 gold lying around your bedroom?
If I had a nice locked house, it's possible.
Apparently, in D&D world, 1 gold is the equivalent of like $470.
What? I thought it was equivalent
It's
to like
like-
$20.
It's like nearly the cost of a PS5. That's what I remember reading. Yeah, because it says like if you have 1 gold a day is like living like a noble.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah,
inflation
see
in
it.
10 towns.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I just Google how much is 1 gold worth, and then the number one thing is, well, it's worth 10 silver pieces, of course. Like, shut up, Google. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. So back to the matter at hand. You guys are standing in Stevie Ray Charles's house, looking through his stuff.
Last thing I do, I go over here to these letters and pick up the letters and see if anything catches my eye in these letters, who they're from, or if they're to, or if something that Stevie wrote.
Alex, just in case it was forgotten, I did roll a 16 on my investigation check to find any books or notes related to our search for understanding regarding the long winter.
Okay.
Let me be more specific. Sorry. Let me be more specific to make your life
that's
easier.
Fine, but
Well, okay. So let me make it easy.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, without giving anything away, and specifically in regards to my own arrival, let's say, in 10 towns.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's say you find a book. Do you want me to talk about that out loud, or just tell you about it in chat or something? Okay.
Yeah, you can just send me a message later.
Okay.
Cool.
Let me put a note to do that, or else I'm totally gonna forget. Tell Richard about the book. All right, and you shall
The
learn
book,
about
boss. The book. The book.
it. All right, and then what was the latest thing that was happening before he reminded me of that? You guys,
Just
you're
pick,
looking
pick
at the
I'm just looking at letters.
Yeah. Okay, so you're picking up the letters. Let's see. There's a number of different letters. They're all wrapped up. There's a bunch of names on them already, so like, and I don't know really how postage works here. I guess it's just you give it to the guy. So they're all ready to go. Are you going to open them up and read them?
Yes,
Okay.
without hesitation.
Okay, just tear them open. The first one is to Barkley Hool. I even make up a whole name. And it's he's telling Barkley that he met some. No, it shouldn't be that detailed. He's found a way to make sure. God, does he want to reveal all that in that letter, though? Okay. Scratch what I've said. It's essentially just saying, I know you've been worried about the sacrifices. I think I may have a solution. Let me know, or come to my house if you want to talk more. So it's kind of secret. He's not saying it outright, but he's got a bunch of these. You open up another one, they're all like the same thing. He's got a pile of probably like 10 of them that he was ready to hand out.
So I just look through the names just to make sure if we run into somebody else later that was on this list that it'll pop back up in us.
Okay.
Anybody
Where
take a
was
look
he
at?
murdered? Oops, sorry.
Oh,
Where?
I was just gonna.
Where in the town?
Downstairs in his house.
I did an investigation, but I bombed it, so we really got no information. But if anybody else wanted to go check out something specific downstairs,
Did you guys check the nightstands?
I have not.
I'll check the nightstand with the package on it.
Now that no one else is in the room, Mungo is going to go downstairs to where he was murdered.
Okay. Well, okay. What did Mr. Slacks just say?
Just checking out this package tied up with string.
It's newspapers. Rizal already.
Oh, that's newspapers. Okay. All right.
There is one of my pieces in there.
Rizzo's if he's going down, Rizzo's gonna actually go with Mongo. Mondo? Mongo.
Mungo.
Mungo.
All right. Heck yeah. So Mungo and Rizal head back downstairs to the main room. What are you guys getting up to? What are you getting up to up down there, Mungo? Are you muted?
Am I muted? No, I shouldn't
No,
be.
You're good.
Can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
I can, yeah.
Once I head downstairs and Rizal is following me, I'm just gonna kind of turn on my heels and say, "Are you following me?"
I'm not following you. I was under the impression you were coming downstairs to check on where he was actually murdered. Does my presence bother you?
I would love a moment alone, if that is okay.
Of course it is okay. No disrespect meant it. And I go back upstairs.
Okay.
Thank you.
He heads out, leaving
Mhm.
Mungo to his solidarity.
So, is there a specific like? Do we know exactly where he was murdered?
There's blood on the floor.
Yeah, there's blood.
Is that sorry? Okay,
Well, look, technically it was in front of his fireplace, so like over here.
okay, sure. Mungo is gonna just. Mungo's just gonna like kind of sit down on this couch here. And he is going to he is going to just say kind of out in a whisper, but out loud. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I feel like I miss you, which is odd. I don't usually get this attached to people. And perhaps it's my new form, or perhaps it's the help you gave me when I first came to town. But I will miss you. And then he's going to stand up, and then he just wants to use his superior observation skills. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just looking for maybe a footprint or something in the blood. Like any kind of very specific hint. But I'm only looking in the blood. I'm not looking just to make your life easier again.
Sure.
So you're not.
Yeah. No, for sure. All right, you're looking down, and I mean, you're saying this like you're off saying this, this heartfelt thing, but then like towards the end of that, because you're looking down and the blood is in your field of view, and you're noticing that like, yeah, you do see a heel print, right on the backside, which I don't know how to differentiate a bunch of different. It's a Nike. No.
Sure.
It's thinner. It's thinner than normal shoes. But that's not like that. That might be what you were looking for. But what you're actually noticing is that like where the body was laying is almost like clear of blood. Like in the middle, there's less blood than outside. And if you get closer, you're noticing that there's like some water stains on the floor. Like that area was wet.
Like someone tried to wash it away? Or like someone tracked in water.
Give me an
Or they
insight.
stabbed him with an icicle.
Stabbed him with an icicle. Damn. I've seen that episode of Castle. Alright. Insight.
That's an old riddle.
Hey!
Wow.
Alright. We're all rolling today. Good job, team.
See, this
That's how you
scares
know
me.
this is a
Because
power
every time I've played D&D, when everyone rolls really good outside of combat, everyone rolls horrible inside of combat.
I know, right? You're
Everyone
going
knows
to
that.
die immediately.
I will take that. I'm ready for
I haven't been
I'm
rolling
ready.
very well yet, so maybe I'll roll good in combat, and that's
There
where
you
I
go.
shine. So
Just switch
Yep.
places. Yeah. Okay, so you're just trying to comprehend this weird water spot in the middle of the blood stain. You're not finding evidence of like mops or like movement or like scrubbing or anything. There's like rings on it, like it was just sitting there stagnant. You're looking at the roof. It didn't drip down from the roof. So it's hard to totally explain. I mean, for a 20, yeah, I mean, you do maybe think about, well, something was here. You've heard the classic riddle of the The stabbing with an icicle. Maybe.
Okay. I'll just stand up and rejoin the group upstairs. And just as I pass, or when I see Rizzle, I'm just gonna Rizal. Sorry, gotta get that
It's
right.
not Snoop. What's up,
The
Rizzle?
newest member of the Dog Pound,
Shizzle, my Rizal.
Rizal.
Yeah,
I just say thank you for allowing me to be alone.
Of course.
And then I walk past him, and I'm just gonna head to where. Well, I guess we're all kind of split up, so I'll just hang out with Rizal.
Oh, now you want to hang out? Okay.
I
Why
I
don't we
do-
go check out this middle room? We haven't. It seems like no one's messing with it. Why don't we?
I do
check that?
apologize. Sorry, Rizal. I can't remember your real name, but I do apologize. I didn't want to. Yeah, I wasn't trying to like push you away or anything. As a
No
outside of
apologies
game.
needed. I understand completely.
Thank you.
As you go in the room, Commit just kind of looks at you.
Oh, I didn't realize someone was in there.
He's already in there.
Oh, Kevin's just waiting in there, hanging out. Yeah, actually,
Close the door
you've been
behind
here.
him.
You're probably searching for something. But this room is like mainly empty. It seems like it's like a side bedroom for guests when they come, but no one stayed here in a little bit. You know what? Actually, he probably has guests all the time, so probably someone stayed here recently. But there's no.
This is the room I stayed in when I first came
That makes sense.
So Commit,
to town.
Commit was just looking to see if he could tell who the last guest was, if there's any hints.
Okay.
Could say no too.
Well, I mean, let's just wait until you roll another 20, and then I can fester in it. All right, well, just roll another investigation, or or a perception. I guess I'd accept that. All right, not a 20, but still pretty good. I mean, what would mean someone? Yeah, sure. You find what's something that would have someone's name on it?
Trash, an envelope, receipt.
Passport.
Invitation.
Yeah. Maybe just a glove, and it's stitched inside the wrist.
Mhm.
And it says
Monogrammed glove.
Stanro Tuttle.
San Rotetto. I pick it up, look at it. I toss it over to Rizal.
What's this?
Found this under the bed.
Just somebody's
What is it?
glove.
It's a glove?
Yeah.
Oh. Is there a reason you gave it to me?
I'm just sharing what I'm finding.
I tried the glove on.
It fits like one.
So it's not the OJ glove?
It's not. No, yeah, the OJ wouldn't fit. Yeah, no, this.
He's
you
the
definitely didn't do
murderer.
it. You must have.
Is it warm?
Is
So
it warm? No.
Oh, okay. I toss it on the bed.
Okay. What's Mr.
So the
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just standing at the top upstairs at the end of the hallway, looking at whatever's around here at the end of the hallway upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, just
There's a little table with a green thing and a bookcase.
Yeah, I think the green thing is just a lantern and a bookcase with a number of different odd books on it. Nothing too significant, unless you just want to read.
the Commit kind of walks back into the hallway, looks around, and says, "Okay, guys, so what have we learned so far?"
Oops.
The murderer most likely killed him with an icicle.
Oh, what?
We may wish to look around town and see if any other recent murders were committed
Did you
in the
find
same
anything?
way.
Did you find anything else downstairs?
Nope. Just a strange, not quite pool of water near where his corpse was found.
No
So it's
footprints or
very
anything?
likely. Oh, well, I found a heel print. I don't know if the heel print really relevant though.
I mean,
Was that
maybe. I mean, let's just
Okay.
let's just talk about shoes of that time. It's not like they have different treads per se, but
Yeah.
like what could be.
It would have just been a soft sole bottom.
It's
I mean, I
small,
guess the
Narrow?
small, medium, or large frame. You could probably tell that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, medium.
Medium. Okay.
if it was a rich person's shoe, he may have hard soles.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it would have just been a soft sole shoe.
Okay. You know what? Let's say that you guys want to go look at it again. Whoever wants to
Okay.
investigate, or I guess it'd be like an insight. I'll accept an investigation too. Investigation or insight on the heel print.
Okay, I would
So-
definitely like to do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
15.
15. Not too bad. I mean, it's not like most of the footprints that you see around. I mean, because most of the snow has millions of footprints in it, at least in a town. And you're not seeing the normal kind of shape, the normal thickness. This seems to be thinner, a thinner type of material. It doesn't make sense, but you're like, is that like a flip-flop?
I don't know, it kind of looks like a flip flop to me, guys.
Flip flop and Bryn Shander?
What kind of person in Bryn Shander would be wearing a flip flop?
That's
A dead one.
Right?
A person with gangrenous feet.
Black
Someone
feet.
not from
yeah.
Bryn Shander.
So maybe we can find someone with a bloody flip flop.
Somebody who wasn't planning on going outside.
You think they're still in the house?
I don't know. I'm gonna
Hiding
lift
in
up the rug.
walls?
I got a carpet right here next to me. I'm gonna lift it up. See if there's a door underneath.
Does anybody have detect?
Gotcha.
Does anybody have detect magic?
No? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, you may be at the end of the clues that you can find here. Of
So
course,
last
if you go
thing-
looking for
front
something,
door.
I can make up more shit, but
The last thing I'm doing is just see if there's any food in his kitchen.
oh, okay, yeah. You know what? There probably is. There's probably 20 rations in there.
So I'd take it and kind of split it between everybody. Get 5 rations each.
All right.
Thanks. I'll hold on to this.
Thank you.
I will add it to my body.
Yeah, just increase the amount of rations to 5 more, obviously.
Should we do it ourselves?
Yeah, you should be able to. Should be in your inventory
Okay.
list. And then if you go to the name and go slightly to the right, the number should come up and you can click it and change it.
Yep. That worked.
Wait, I don't know how to add the rations.
It's okay. I'll add it.
Go over consumables in your inventory and
Right.
hover your pointer over one day, and it'll say 10 or whatever you have, and just
Right.
add 5 to it. Just go
Okay.
over the number and click it, and you can change it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Did it work? I don't. Oh,
It worked
yeah,
for me.
I see it updated.
Mine did.
Yep. Mungo, do you got your rachons? Yeah, you do. Okay, great. All right. So you guys get a bunch of food. That's awesome. You've learned a few things, weird things. They don't quite add up completely, but it's something. What are you guys doing now? Heading out? Or do we want to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break? Normally we do that at around 8-ish. Then come back.
Sure.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
8-ish your time. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Okay.
8-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well-
exactly.
No worries.
All right, see you guys in 5 to 10.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna pause it. But I can do this and say party. What happened? Oh. Hmm.
I'm just writing down notes so
Sure.
I don't forget them.
Oh yeah. Oh, and tell me if you can you right click it and does it say pin message or is that only available to me?
Only you.
Okay. Well then I will pin your notes. So now you should be able to hit the pin icon below the chat and only look at what was pinned as we go.
Before. Yeah. But I'm butchering all these names, I know, but I just wrote them down.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, part of me just wants to never correct you guys, so it just ends up being whatever you misheard or I mispronounced or just, whatever. But yeah, and then I realized it's like the two people you met are both like very similarly named Hlyn and Valin, which is kind of silly, but...
It's interesting. I'm wearing these headphones. Every time a door opens and shut, it sounds like it's behind me. It's just the way the headphones come out. So a couple of times when somebody's opening the door, I'm like, what is it?
Like, what the heck's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was this, like, prank sound effect. I don't know if you've seen videos of it, where it's like, it's the sound of someone knocking on your window very close to you. And so, like I was on the second floor when this happened to me, and I just like what the fuck? Who the hell is outside my window? But no, it's just a sound effect. That sounded really real. Is that even doing it? No? Okay.
I'm back.
Welcomes.
I'm back as well.
All right.
Well, all right, I guess that's all the people.
So just kind of talking through. I went through my notes, and I just kind of put different things from my notes down in the chat right here, in the game.
So, let's address something real quick. So, we have all these in the chat. Now, I've pinned every one of them, so you can click the little pin icon and look at them again. Alternatively, I could, give you guys a journal that you all have access to if you'd want to do that. That way? Or this way?
That might be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like that idea.
Let's create a journal. What do you want to call it? Just notes? Or do you want
Clues?
specific notes about a specific plan?
However you want to do it.
I'm sure we're going to come across multiple quests, so we'll probably have to just put them all in one. It's probably easier to keep all the clues in one place, because if we put them in the if we categorize them and they're in the wrong category, we could not find what we're looking for because we put it someplace else.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can have you can have different pages within. So I'll make one
Okay.
separate page for this mission. Alright, where's the notes? Shoop. Configure ownership. All players. Owner. Alright, so in the journals tab, you should have a notes. You
Yep.
have the basic notes page, or you can click down to Cold Hearted Killer. And then at the far right of the title, you can click the edit button and add notes in there.
Cool.
And I think you can all edit at the same time, so no worries about saving back and forth.
Where's the notes at again?
You've got the journal tab. So at the top right of the screen, it's like the sixth icon over. It's like an open book.
Open book
Oh, yeah, I
next to
see
the
it.
suitcase.
Gotcha. I see it.
And then somewhere in there should be notes.
Okay, cool.
Alternatively, at the bottom of that notes page, you've got your quest log, and I've added both of your quests to it. You've got the Cold Hearted Killer quest and the Nature Spirits quest, so you can kind of keep track of what your rewards are and what you have to do there. And I'll keep adding quests as we do them.
I only have notes in Cold Hearted Killer.
In the notes, but if you go to the bottom of that page, there's a button that says quest log.
Okay. In progress quests.
Mm-hmm.
Available. In progress. Okay. I don't see any quest names.
Oh, there's nothing in
On in
progress
progress.
right now?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, interesting. Let's see how to fix that.
We have an add quest button over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like there should be an easier way to do this than changing this. But there's one that should show up now.
Yep, I see that.
Yep. There it is.
All right, well, I'll just
Oh
have to
wow,
do
that's
that.
pretty. That's a lot better than little notes in the chat.
Yeah, but I don't have all of your notes in there.
Yeah. So, guys, as we're sitting around here talking, I wonder if the organization that, like, why did Helen have to have all that money to be safe?
We could go back and ask her.
I think that has to be on our list.
She seemed really genuinely pissed off that he was dead, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you steal her journal, I bet we'll find out all the answers we need.
Oh, that's Valen. That's the different lady.
Oh.
Yeah, two similarly named ladies. I get it.
I'm not good at sneaking. If somebody else is good at sneaking, they can try and take a book. But I couldn't even look at it without her getting all up in my shit.
Yeah, I'm not very sneaky myself.
I'm
It
pretty
might be worth it
sneaky.
to grab it.
Are you sneaky?
I'm super sneaky, but I'm not sure she's related to that. She seems interested in other things.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'd love to know what she wants to do with those little critters.
So you suggesting we go in there, kill her, and take her journal?
No,
I don't
too
think we
easy,
should
too
kill her.
obvious.
Just not me neither. I didn't want to do that either, but just wondering.
Maybe if an opportunity arises.
Don't you just want to know what's in that journal anyways, though?
Yeah,
I definitely don't trust her.
probably writing how she likes Mr. Slacks in her journal.
She likes
She probably
Mr.
just
Slacks and her other things.
She's keeping a list of hunky gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hunky gentleman callers.
She mentioned her comrades, so she's probably not alone.
Then maybe we shouldn't. We should tread lightly, I should say.
I will clarify that she did say comrades, but then she followed up with work acquaintances.
which makes me want to call them comrades.
Sure, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just a little weirder than that. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
I guess want to go ahead.
Yep, you want to head back?
Yeah. I said
Alright.
good call.
Stevie, man, lots of good thoughts about this place, guys.
Stevie was a righteous dude.
So, Commit's gonna open the door for everybody, let him slip out, and then right before he goes, he's gonna, you know, he has a little hidey hole over here that he leaves stuff in sometimes. He's just gonna go over there and look in it, make sure it's empty.
Okay. Tell me about this. What is this?
So, commit is an import export.
Okay. Sure.
The way he knows Stevie is that from Houston Adventure with Stevie, Stevie took him a more moral road than Commit did, but Stevie still let Commit stop over on his trips back from Luskin to Lonelywood, and there's like a little. I mean, he's not going to take his merchandise with him to the pub while he's drinking with Stevie, so he's got a little hidey hole that he leaves stuff in sometimes. So he's just gonna make sure there's nothing in there.
Okay. Well, let's just say there's a chance. Just roll a d20, and on a 19 or 20, maybe you left something in there.
Okay. Let's see. Is it a...
Fortunately, it's empty. You'd cleared it out
Okay.
the last time you came through town.
Just checking.
For sure.
Yep.
Worth a shot. All right, so you guys made it. You guys go back to the Northlook in order to talk to Hlyn. Is that what it is?
Velen, right?
The Helen Troll. Do we want to talk to Helen Trollbane first? Because Helen Trollbane about why she needed the money. Glenn was the one with the diary.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, who you trying to talk to?
We could also split up and talk to both of them.
That's true.
Anyone you want to do, Tony?
I will talk with Velen because I was commiserating with her before.
And then I'll walk over to a Glenn.
Yeah,
I'm
Lynn
gonna
don't like me
stay
no
outside.
more.
You're staying outside, Mungo?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys head back in to go chat, and you notice that Velen is no longer sitting at the table below, but Hlyn is still there, and Kemet approaches.
Is anybody with me?
Well, sorry, I'm not going to stay outside. I'm going to stay in that first room. I'm not going to go into the bar area. Mostly because it's stupid to stay in the cold.
Where's Mr. Slack? Oh, what's Mr. Slacks do when you realize that Valen's not in the main room?
I'm gonna see if they still got free Icewind ales.
Okay. You go and ask. He checks his clock. I mean, that funeral ended a while ago.
I'm still sad.
All right, fair enough. One more.
Got a point.
He gives you another mug,
So-
fills it up for you. Hlyn
I'm
is
still
like
sad.
just drinking. since
Stevie's
you guys
still
left.
dead.
So Hlyn is just
So-
like staring into her drink, bent over, leaned over.
So we're like, Helen, got a couple questions for you.
What? What? Oh, it's you, yeah? What's up?
Yeah, so we took a look over at Stevie's place and came across a few things we think you might be able to help us out with.
All right, well, I'll try my best.
So, why was Stevie getting all the money to keep you safe?
What? I don't know what you mean.
Well, yeah, you do.
I don't. He's just a nice guy. What do you mean?
What did you need to be? What did you need the money to be safe from?
I don't need money. I just don't need to be killed.
So why? Who was gonna kill you?
The town. The government.
Why were they gonna kill you?
They might not. But if they draw my name in that drawing, I'd be sent out to the cold.
So why did you need money to not have your name in the drawing?
I didn't need money.
Who needed it?
What do you mean? I don't know.
I can't believe you're disrespecting Stevie like this.
I'm not trying to disrespect Stevie. He had a gift for me. I don't know what it was. He was dead when I showed up. I guess I'd take money, but that doesn't keep me. What are you getting at? I don't understand. Why do you think...
I turned to Rizal and said, Rizal, what do you think?
Can I take an insight check and just on everything on her responses? Obviously, she's
Sure.
clearly pissed drunk, but
Right. Yeah, you can do an insight. Jesus. All these 20s. Okay.
Gosh, she killed him.
No.
we're all
no,
gonna
it's
TPK this combat.
I'm glad we paid for the cheat codes that first week.
fine.
Thanks for those cheat codes, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Okay. You're watching her, and you're used to drunk people being more open with stuff. She does seem to be telling the truth about the money. That doesn't seem to be the gift that she was going to be given by Stevie. Her main, she seems to be clearly worried about being killed by the government for some reason. If you guys know, you know.
yeah,
Can
it's not about the money. I can tell you that right now. She's definitely afraid of this government killing her.
Can we imply that this is about the sacrifice?
Sure. I think that's a fair
Yes.
bet, especially with the other letters that you read.
Yeah. Okay, and then so look, we went to Stevie's place. We saw in his journal that he finally got enough money so that he could save you. So do you know what do you think maybe he was using this money to buy the gift or to stop the sacrifice, or any thoughts?
Stop at the sacrifice. I don't know if they'd let him stop at the sacrifice. That doesn't make... He's got enough money to save me. What does that mean? How does money have to do with the sacrifices?
Who picks the names?
Well, they draw them out of a hat.
Who puts them in the hat?
That's a good question. Oh no. Somebody at the town hall.
Could they be paid to maybe leave a name out?
I guess so. Shoot, you boys are the right ones to have hired for this job. That's a good thought. You think he found someone he could pay them money to the name isn't in the hat?
Seems like the simplest path to success.
So, Helen, do you know a Stanrow Tuttle?
Sure, yeah, we met.
Who is he?
Well, he's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's a butcher. He doesn't cut it that good, but he got his blades from black iron blades, so you can't judge that. What else you want to know? He's got a daughter. He's
Good.
just a dude
Where does he work?
at the butcher shop.
In Bryn Shander?
Yeah.
You know anybody who walks around with the wrong kind of footwear?
What? Are you guys investigating the same thing? What are you talking about? The footwears.
Like, somebody who wears shoes that are not suited for cold weather for some reason or other.
So as
sounds
Slack's
stupid.
saying that, Commit's kind of walking over here, and he's just glancing, checking out everybody's footwear.
Oh, okay. You're looking around. You're just trying to glance. Yeah, everyone in the building seems to have thoroughly covered and
Okay.
heated feet.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think Stanro did it?
Does Stanro wear thongs on his feet?
No.
Does
There
Stanley
was-
have any ice knives?
You guys are silly. I don't think, but I don't think he does magic.
Do you know anybody that would have wanted to kill Stevie?
This was so crazy. Everybody liked him. He was so good.
He was so good.
He was the goodest boy.
It was the Mungo's gonna pull up and actually at the end of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and he is just going to ask the barkeep. You heard any murders recently where there was no weapon found?
Murders? I mean, there's the one that happened last week. Then last month in Targos, I guess I had heard someone died. I'm not sure if they got the weapon or not. I mean, people die all the time. I mean, there's always the sacrifices. And the month there was the other guy.
Well, any murders where there was any kind of water or puddles or anything left behind?
What other guy?
Shoot, not that I had heard, but maybe. Well, there was, I mean, I don't remember the names. I just hear people talking. I mean, there was the one in Targos. That was last month. And almost exactly 2 months ago, there was the other guy in East Haven.
Okay, so 2 months, 1 month.
Yeah.
2 months ago, where?
East Haven.
East Haven.
Ah,
And then last month in Targos?
Yeah.
Do we have a map of 10 towns?
Sure. let's
Available
take a
to
look.
us?
Oh, actually, without shifting maps, did I put it in here?
is the
That's
one he
something
mentioned
we could have in the
from
journal would be cool.
Yeah.
The
the one he
I
mentioned from
might
last
do
week? Is that Stevie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me
All
give
right.
you a journal with it if that's going to be easier. Hang on.
I added notes to Cold Hearted Killer.
Oh, you did?
Some of them ended up with some gray stripes across them for some reason, but you can still read them.
What's this? Fuck. Well, you know what? I'll make one for next time. Let's just throw you here real quick. Or I'll work on this while you're looking at it here.
Oh, so East Haven. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping we would see that they were going in a particular direction, but East Haven is to the east, Targos is to the west,
So they
and
could
we're
be
in between the two.
Yeah. They could be traveling back and forth between them.
Yeah, you could pretty much make your way around in a month.
Sure. Do we have a log, or is there a place in town? that is tracking who travels from one town to the next?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know if they'd. I wouldn't want to be tracked.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. But I was more thinking about if you're sacrificing citizens, you're not just letting everyone leave.
So I'm thinking of who we could talk to next. I'm looking at this 10 Towns primer on Bryn Shander, and it mentions people like the speaker, sheriff.
Sure, yeah.
We could talk to some of these people about stuff too if we want to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Everybody give me an insight check real quick out of nowhere.
Insight, you say?
Insight, please. Jesus, what the fuck? You did get the cheats.
Where did my oh wait, hold on. I don't see my little character anymore.
Oh yeah, he's not there. Just hit C on the keyboard and it should come up.
There we go. Insight.
Jeez.
Wow. All right. Well, Rizal and Commit, both of you. See.
I rolled a 12. I don't know if you're looking at my 25, but I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12. Oh, I
Yeah,
rolled.
my 25 is an older
two
insight check.
Oh, I see. All right, just a 12. Then, mainly just Kemet. You're looking at your map of 10 towns, and I don't know, may not be a big note, but you're noticing that the places that the murders happened are all larger towns than the other towns.
Big cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll just give you that for now.
Noted.
What else we got going on? I'm still looking for this map. There we go.
Are we gonna?
Well, okay. How easy is it to get from town to town? So I'm not. This isn't for Alex. This is okay. Sorry, I'm gonna do this in character.
Okay.
Okay. So a few things for us to consider is how easy it is to get from town to town. In this weather, these roads can't be simple, right? So if somebody is moving from one town to the next within a month, they are either part of a merchant caravan or are particularly wealthy.
Well, let me just
Oh,
clarify
Can't
something really quick.
Sure.
It's only a number of hours to get to another town from Bryn Shander. Walking.
Sure, but you're not moving from town to town if you're an average citizen.
Sure.
Like, that is not a conceivable thing to do. If your home is in one town, you're not just moving from town to town.
Sure.
Not
Well,
the
maybe you are
conditions-
if you're stabbing people with icicles.
If you're strong.
Sure.
Yeah.
I suppose, but what kind of group allows a random stranger to join them to travel across the
Group like
Maybe
us.
it's not a
Plain
stranger. Why don't we see if the sheriff has any clues?
Yeah, let's
That's
talk
what
to
I'm
the sheriff.
saying.
Where
Sure.
are you guys? You guys are at the tavern right now still?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
at the tavern.
All right.
We're looking at the map Mungo pulled out of his chest.
Okay.
So I'll ask the bartender, where would we find Sheriff Southwell at this time?
Times it's about 4. I guess he's. Yeah. I mean, I guess he's either at the town hall or over at the armory. I'd probably check.
Which
the
one's
town hall
closer?
first. The town
All right.
hall.
You want to check out the town hall, guys?
I say we go.
I say we go too.
All right. Here, let me switch this. Let's just go to Bryn Shander in general. Okay. I don't want that to happen every time now. Oh, right. So we're here. You go to the town hall. We don't have to worry about dragging tokens anywhere. It's about the middle of town. You head down towards the town hall. There's a couple people leaving, but the doors are open to go inside. There's a receptionist at the front. Hello. What can I do for you guys?
We're looking for a murderer, ma'am.
Oh. Okay.
Perhaps you could help us.
I
It
don't
would
know
be
if-
wonderful.
So you're trying to like go down to the not the stocks, like the cells, and you someone that we're holding right now?
We're trying to
It's
catch
unlikely.
somebody.
Oh, you're vigilantes.
Have you?
Well, we actually came to ask for Sheriff Southwell's help and offer our assistance.
Oh, I see.
We're
Okay.
avenging a friend. We're not
Look-
vigilantes.
You're looking to be deputized.
If possible, that would be very helpful.
That's so
Commit.
cool.
Commit, Chuckles.
Oh, you guys will be great deputies. All right, Markham, we got some people out here. Yeah, they want to see. I don't know what they want. They want to talk to you. They're looking for a bad guy. Markham comes out. He's thicker armor on, darker skin. What does he have? Probably a big sword on his back and a crossbow. Yeah, what can I do for you guys?
I like your equipment.
Hey, thanks.
Looking good. Looking good.
I mean, you got some pretty good equipment yourself.
Thank you.
Yep.
I try and keep it nice.
You, what do you use? What do you use to? What does she fucking ask in the movie? How do you polish that thing?
Oh, I use whatever kind of animal oil I can get, just to keep the blade well oiled.
Yes, that's my kind of guy. Well, shoot. Hey, you guys want to come to my office?
Sure.
All right. You walk into his office. All right, what's this all about, guys? I only got so much time. I gotta get home to I gotta check the armory and get home to my wife. So, what's this all about?
You heard about Stevie, right?
Yeah, I definitely did. We looked into it. I'm not sure what to say about that. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry about your loss.
What kind of clues did you find when you looked into it?
What kind of clues did we find? I actually have some notes here. Let's take a look here. He goes back to his desk. I guess he flips open an envelope. What does he have? Alright, well, he was stabbed to death.
Yeah, but there was no weapon there.
That's true. We did not recover a weapon. The guy was sopping wet when we found him. In front of the fireplace. It did look like the front door was bashed in.
Okay, we didn't notice that.
Do you have any suspects?
Suspects?
Did anybody say they saw anything?
Flynn? But, I mean... Look, we suspected Flynn for a little bit, but, I mean, they're so old, I'm not sure if they could even pierce the skin with a knife if they tried.
You notice anything missing?
From the house?
Yes.
Or left behind.
I mean, I'm not sure what's supposed to be there or not, but, no, I can't say that we did.
Signs of I guess you saw signs of a fight, maybe?
I mean,
Other
just
than the stabbing?
Yeah, I mean, some scuffling, and not a lot. I mean, one of our guys said it was similar to the others, but it's just a stabbing. Like, what are we supposed to do? Some people
Similar
are just
to-
wet and stabbed.
Similar to the one we heard about that was in Targos last month, and the one that we heard about that was in East Haven 2 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're similar, but I mean, it doesn't mean anything. There's no proof that it's the same person.
What kind of person was killed in Targos and East Haven?
It's just, I mean, I guess it was a tiefling. in Targos. Who died in East Haven? Shit, that's outside my jurisdiction. I think it was an elf.
And our friend is a gnome?
Sure.
Cool. So these murders are racially motivated, is what you're saying.
Whoa! We don't have a reason to think that. I mean,
You don't have a reason to discount it.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, do you know anyone that wears flip-flops?
Do I? What the heck kind of
Tony,
is that?
actually. Tony wears flip-flops, I bet.
Does
I
he?
don't. I hate flip flops.
Really?
Yeah.
You live in Florida. How are you?
And I
my
hate
wife.
flip flops. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Sandals, are those okay?
I'll wear sandals.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
What's the difference?
Is it the thing going between
That you
your
don't have
toe?
something jammed in between your toe.
Yeah.
Yep. I hate the thing in
I
between my
can't
toes.
take the thing between your toes either. I get it.
I have a nice pair of Tevas, and I like them, and I have a pair of Keens that are like hiking shoes that are open.
Huh.
That's fine.
Okay.
But yep, I do not own a pair of flip flops. I do not own a pair of slides either.
Could these shoes have been sandals? I guess would be my question. Oh, I'm sorry, not asking. I'm asking you,
They're
Alex.
like a
What are you asking?
Could they have been sandals, or are these definitely like flip-flop thong things?
I guess they could be sandals.
I mean, the equivalent of an open shoe, right? Basically,
Yeah.
is what it looked like.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's just not covered on top, essentially. That seems out of place with the temperature. So they
Okay.
could have been sandals. What that kind of question is? Do I know anyone who... I mean, I bet Garn could make you some... Well, I don't know if he's a leather worker. What's this about? Sandals. Flippy floppies.
We're just
Found some
asking
evidence.
around.
A lead we're following.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm cool with you guys in doing my job.
Well, your lovely assistant out front did mention the possibility of us being deputized, in which case we would report to you.
God,
Any solutions that we come up with, you would be able to, how do you say, share in the success?
And if you have any problems that you need solving, we could probably help you out
yeah,
while we're looking around.
yeah, I got.
And we're not going to cut into your purse. We're only going to add to it.
Okay. I'll tell you one problem I got. I got a receptionist who keeps telling everyone I'll deputize them. That needs to end right away.
All right, you deputize us, we'll take care of it.
Fucking.
That's a joke, by the way. I'm not going to do anything to your receptionist.
Okay, yeah, I knew that. Yeah. All right. I mean, what kind of skills you got? Well, I guess you brought a little bit to the table already. And it's not going to cost me anything. And I guess we already wrapped it. All right. Look, as long as you don't get in the way, screw things up. I mean, there's any number of ways you could screw things up, but
I got more skills than Napoleon Dynamite.
oh shit. I don't know who that is, but I imagine that's a lot of skills if you're naming someone by name.
Boy, he's got bow staff skills, computer hacking skills, you name it.
Ninja skills.
Yeah, I don't know what half of that stuff is. But that's, I mean, a cool guy to know, I guess.
God.
God, Tina. All right. I tell you what. All right. Yeah, as long as you stay under the radar, I'll deputize you. I'm not giving you badges or anything. You don't need any stinking
don't-
badges.
I was just going to say that.
But I guess I could. It doesn't hurt to have a couple extra eyes on the thing. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing you'll find anything. These could be totally unrelated.
They're not
That works.
unrelated. I think you know that.
Look,
Could you at least give us like a sheet of paper just that says that we are working on your official business, just in case any of your other deputies come across us during the course of our investigation and they want to know what the hell we're doing?
I don't got.
We can show them.
deputies. Okay.
Well, then any gods.
No, I get your point. I'm just arguing semantics. I'm just still pissed at the receptionist. All right, that's my business. Sure. What, you want a piece of... Here.
Just a note with your signature. Keep it simple.
All right. These guys are good. What? Okay, hang on. Let's look at the specifics here. I, Markham Southwell, agree that these guys have like half authority to... You should answer their questions. Look, I'm not a words guy. You don't gotta do what
You
these
want me to-
guys say.
You want me to
but
write it?
You should. What's
Sir,
that?
Sir, would you like me to write it? I can write this for you. I am quite a
sure.
words guy.
All right, yeah, you put this down on paper. I'm not a writing guy either. I'll just dictate. So yeah, the gist of what I just said. It's like you don't have all the power, but like you don't have to do what they're saying, but like you should help.
I definitely give us full authority.
Yeah, that's not what I was looking for.
Sorry, I'm not saying that out loud.
Oh, I gotcha. All right.
I am writing it down and then handing it to him.
All right. Give me...
Deception?
I guess that would work.
I mean, what else would it be?
Persuasion or
It's not
deception?
Persuasion or a performance or like
but I-
trying to distract him.
I
It could be a
will-
number of things, but...
I see. Okay.
But
Tell me what you
I'll
want me to
take
put it down.
deception. Yeah, deception seems fine.
All right. Oh, good.
All right, let's let him roll.
Hold on.
Oh, what?
Hold on. Well,
Okay. All right.
let's see. Once per short rest, if you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack. Oh, that's not an attack. Never mind. Okay. Carry on.
All right. Let's see what he's got.
Do these guys even have stat blocks?
Yeah. The important.
Sheriff
people.
would probably.
Look at this. Oh shit! I don't have my camera on. While he's figuring out what the stat block is. Look at this.
I already looked at it. He already rolled.
Cool.
What's up? What is
Oh,
this?
sorry. I got this cool lamp for my classroom.
Looks like a sex toy.
Yeah, it's a DNA sex toy.
Come on, man. No, I can't put it in my classroom.
I had to say
This is
it.
public.
You know, that's what the kids are gonna jump to immediately.
So I'm gonna need you to not post this.
Too late.
Or edit out that part.
It looks like a lovely lamp.
Another lamp I got then.
It's a lovely lamp. It looks like a lovely lamp.
Yeah, it's a lovely lamp for those times you need light where the sun don't shine.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, great. Well, so he takes the paper, glances it over, immediately starts scribbling out a bunch of what you've written, marking out lines. He caught you. Nice try. I don't appreciate it, but it doesn't have to be a big deal. I'm just marking out what's bad. I don't know who's gonna fucking read this anyway. God, he signs it. He's marked out a bunch of it, but he signs it and gives it back to you. You guys
So,
are gonna
Sheriff,
be a nightmare.
Where should we go first?
You asking me?
Yeah. Any leads?
Shit.
Anything
we
else?
closed the case on that. I don't know if it's related. I'm not sure what to tell you.
Well, the
what are you
murderer
thinking
didn't
about?
fall into my lap. I guess we'll close the case.
Hey! I just deputized you guys, and now you're gonna razz me?
Yeah. Sir, you are terrible at your job.
Isn't that the way these things work, though?
It's messed up.
Boss, you're just tell us what you need, boss.
You guys are more interested than I am. I don't
Look,
freaking know. I
say
mean, if
you
you guys
wanted to
wanna
make
go to the
sure.
other towns and investigate those deaths and compare, that might help.
We want to help you first. Is there anything here we can help you with? Just to make sure it's not related.
That's so.
I mean, shit. What do we need help with? Fucking. I mean, we got that iron shipment that's lost, but that's not related to what you're doing.
Oh, what's this iron shipment?
Well, the Dwarven Valley, the dwarves of the Dwarven Valley, providing us our iron, had a shipment coming down the freaking black iron blades, but something happened. The dwarves showed up. Something attacked them out there, and they had to ditch the cart. We need the delivery brought back, or all these orders aren't going to be able to be filled. Knives.
What valley
swords,
was
and
that?
Armor. It's up north. It's like halfway between here and the Dwarven Valley. Head right towards Kelvin's Cairn.
Okay, we could do that. And I say to the group, we could also, while we're out there, investigate the Chickwiths, or whatever they were called.
Yeah, and
Cool
somebody was
calls.
looking for a guide up towards Kelvin's Can too.
Perfect.
Right. I can help as a guide. I'm semi-familiar with that area.
Dang. You guys are just taking every old job in the book.
Well, if we can,
We're
Kill
Somebody
complete.
just
multiple-
us to do the cop's job, since
I
they're
didn't
not
ask you to do
interested.
that. Look, there's protocol, and we're at the end of our rope.
Sir, your phrase was, "You're more interested than I am." What kind of cop has a murder and says, "Well, I'm just not interested in it. I won't investigate"?
Mungo.
Got a point.
Mungo.
We did investigate.
So as as everybody's going across the, I go over there to the sheriff and I say, "Sheriff, listen.
Yeah.
Just let us know. Is there anything that's worrying you that you're not telling us?" And as I say that, I cast Detect Thoughts. See if any surface thoughts come up.
Little fuckers with the tech thoughts. Okay, brilliant. Let's see here. Okay, is there anything you're not telling us that's significant, and then you're just
Yep.
waiting for the readout? Okay, let's see here. What does he think?
This is only surface.
Yeah, it's not deep, but it's just like what comes to mind immediately. I mean, you're getting flashes of people in the town hall complaining about stuff, complaining about corruption and whatnot. His immediate thought is, like, this better not be about the corruption. They better not ask or start blaming me for this stuff. Nah. I don't know. I told
And
you
listen.
everything I know.
Listen, I know that, I'm from Lonely Wood, but we've heard about you up there, and what an upstanding sheriff you are.
Oh,
And I just want you to know that I'm proud to be down here helping you to take care of business. And I understand that all that corruption in the town hall, you probably don't feel like you can tell us about it because you're working that yourself. But I want you to know, we know you're not involved in that, and if there's anything we can do to help you with that, we're here for you, man.
okay. Give me a persuasion check. I'll give it to you with advantage too.
So it's a control click or
Alt click.
alt?
18. He's silent for a second and he's just kind of eyeing you over. Okay, I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this isn't related. Just because people are saying we're corrupt doesn't mean they're right. I mean, I get all of these complaints all the time. People are always trying to blame everything on the government. Look, your gooey guy might disagree, but I'm trying the best I can. There's only so much I can do before the public starts breathing down my throat. Look, we're not. The government isn't killing people, okay? All right, let's just clear that up. I mean, okay, look, no, we're killing one person a month, and that's it. Okay, that's where we draw the line. You're ranting too much. Sorry,
I look over to Mongo and I just kind of see if Mongo wants to ask him anything.
Mungo has a contentious relationship with the constabulary, and he is going to recognize that he has been unkind, and he's going to say, "Sir, I imagine you are doing your best. I apologize if I said anything untoward about your character. Just please understand that it is very important in these dark times that we remain as focused on the light as we can." That's all.
That's fair. That's fair. And look, I appreciate you saying that. On my end, I'll say I wish there was more I could do. You know, maybe there's more that we could have done. There's just so much going on. We've got to get ready for the sacrifices. You know, take a count of everybody who's here, put the names in the hat. There's a lot to do before a sacrifice, and sacrifice is coming up in about 3 days. All right, we don't need to go into excuses. I'm happy for your help. I wish I could tell you more. I think it might be a good idea to investigate the other towns if you think those things are related. I don't have jurisdiction there, so I'm not the best to do that. That might be good for you guys. I mean, I'm not sure what else I could tell you. He was wet, he was in his house. Stabbed to death, yeah.
You have any usual suspects that you would ask?
The cleric we brought in said, I guess this doesn't teach you anything new, but the cleric said the wound had frostbite.
That makes sense
Nice.
because, yeah.
You got any usual suspects that like to throw around ice knives?
Or just grab the nearest icicle.
No, I mean, everybody in our books is the regular knife. It's just kills with regular knives. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to give you a dead end. I just, you're feeling what I was feeling. There's not a lot to go on.
You think the speaker knows anything more?
I wouldn't think so.
Do you want us to stay away from the speaker while you're handling the corruption issue?
Well, I don't think Duvessa is corrupt.
No, look, man. We trust you. We know you're good people, but we just wanted to check.
Okay. Well, look, you got my word that Duvessa's A-okay in my book. I mean, her mom before that was council, was in the town council. She wouldn't. At least I think so. I guess you can talk to her. She didn't do the investigation, so I don't think she's gonna know, but you can talk to her if you want. I got no problem with that.
So I got one more question.
Yeah.
My wife up in Lonelywood is pretty sick right now. So if you had to If you were looking for the best healer in town, who would you go to?
The best healer in town. uh. I guess just our cleric in town. I don't know who's better than that. Yeah.
Where are they located?
Gemby Dodge. Yeah, they're up the street. I can draw you a map.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know if they'll come. I mean, I guess maybe they'd have some healing stuff. You might be able to get some healing stuff over at Kelvin's Comfort, or, I mean, I guess you could go to Torg's when they come to town. Well, no, Torg's is more like poison and shit.
When are they in town?
Hang on, when are they coming? I got their flyer around here. Well, shit. I guess it doesn't say when they come to town. I mean, it's got to be in the next couple days, I think. I think they're going to be here before the sacrifice, so maybe in the next couple days.
All right, thanks, man.
Oh, look at that.
We got this sweet old Torg's Provision and Supply flyer.
Torgs have a dog sled?
What's that?
Does Torgs have a dog sled?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you get those at the stables. But yeah, maybe.
I see the paw print.
Oh, they had.
I look at the group and I go, "Hey, look! They have pop-up locations between Bryn Shander, East Haven, and Targos."
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm just sorry. I don't like it, but it's a speech impediment I have that pops out sometimes. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry for commenting on it. That's my bad. I should.
It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's mine. It's my fault. Don't worry about it.
No, it's definitely my fault. Well, I'll split it with you.
Okay.
Was Torgs here last week?
Last week. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's weird. They're back so soon. Well, I guess they got to come through here to go to East Haven. So that makes sense.
What day were they here last week?
I mean, they usually hang out a couple days. They were here. You know. I'm trying to look up what I named the days. They were on Tier Day and Cell Day.
Do I remember what day Stevie got killed?
It was Cell Day.
Okay.
Who is Torg? The name of the person that runs the pop-up shop?
Torg's is the name of the shop, but it's run by Torga Icewind, so it is named after her.
Good name.
Can you tell me about Torga? Sounds hot.
Not really. Really wrinkly, but if that's your thing, then yeah, really hot. Short. Hang on, let me look at the specifics of Torga. I mean, been around for forever. Torga's a pretty rough critter. I mean, they got a bounty hunting going on with them. They're pretty threatening to the other stores when they come around. That
Done
doesn't
some of that.
really tell you too much about Torga, but
Is she human?
I'm looking up her stat block right now. I think she's a dwarf. Yeah, shield dwarf. Short shield dwarf. She got a bodyguard. She got... Yeah, it's just her and her bodyguard. I mean, not a lot to write home about other than how freaking angry and ornery she is.
Should I stay away from any topics in conversation with her?
I mean, just don't be disrespectful, but keep this dude away from her.
Me?
No. You know what? I shouldn't name names. Yeah, just just show her respect and she'll be fine.
Nice. Oh, and I heard you had a problem at the meadery.
What's up with the
You
meter?
have a problem? The bartender was saying they were having a hard time getting the honey brew from the meadery.
Oh no, they better not. That's my drink. He said that?
Yeah,
did.
is that the meadery in town or is that the meadery in another
No,
town?
all the honey mead comes from Good Mead, from their mead hall. They got an apiary down there. They make it all fresh. Jeez.
I can't imagine the bees like the snow that much.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they got to keep that room hot. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to order a shipment or something before they totally run out. That's fucked.
I'd probably go to the bar and get some just to keep it home.
That's what I'm thinking. A couple barrels, probably.
They still have some left, but they're selling it at a premium.
Time is
Yep.
4:41. Okay. All right. Well, if we can wrap this up, I gotta get that going. But if you guys got more questions, I'm happy to answer them. I gotta get me a couple barrels.
I think we need to check out the other two towns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Richard would like to fight something.
And so where would Torga be right now? Which town?
I mean, I guess Targos.
So we can head in that direction. We'll probably come across them.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm 100% invested in that plan.
I like the way it sounds.
Let's go.
All right. Well, he reaches out to shake your guys' hands. I know I was reluctant at first, but I appreciate your help. Please let me know whatever you find.
You want us to get, if we find any honey mead at the other towns, you want us to pick you up some to bring back?
That might be tough to transport.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have a sled yet. Not that you've told me. I just assumed about that about you. No, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, but no, don't worry about it. I can talk to Scram Sacks, and he can probably set one aside for me.
Well, if you help us out with some getting a sled or something, we might be able to work out bringing a kegger back for you.
Sheesh, I don't know. I mean, a sled.
Do you have
costly.
You got commandeering abilities? Maybe just write another letter. For official town use.
Look, I don't like the commandeer. I mean, that's people's stuff, you know?
What about
Well,
the uncommon deer?
we were gonna rent
Uncommon
it.
deer. Yeah, like a doe.
A reindeer, perhaps.
Oh, right.
So what if we rent it? Would we go to the stables to pick one up?
Yeah.
Do they have discounted rates for official business?
Not really. Okay, let's just think this through here. You don't have enough money for one right now, but because we're looking at, you need to get sled dogs, and they're 50 gold per dog.
Yeah, we don't have that. Looks like
No.
we're walking.
We get some. Well, we're not going on off road, so we don't really need snowshoes.
Oh, we could walk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Just vehicles aren't my strong suit. I wish I had the hookup, but I don't. I'm always pulling over everybody who runs the stables, and they're not happy about it anymore.
We'll see about improving our means as time goes on.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, all right, deputies. You get on your way, you little scamps.
I say we head out right now.
Let's rock.
Well,
All right, you're heading out right now. The sun
In the
has-
direction of Targos.
the sun has just set, so it's completely dark outside, or is getting darker and darker. And then I guess you head out towards Targos. Look at you. All right, let's change that. Let's say we're gonna listen to. I don't know. Let's make something upbeat. Let's just. That'll probably work. All right, great. So you guys get your stuff together and you just start heading out of town. One, who has the lantern?
I do.
It's inside of Mungo.
Inside.
Yeah,
the
once-
window. Okay.
Once we step out of town, I do. I'd take it out because I want to hold it out in front of me.
All right, hell yeah. So you hold out in front of you, although it's not lit yet. It will light up when it senses one of these creatures. So you just kind of have it handy to see if it starts lighting up, and you guys start heading out of town. Let's take a look at how far it is to Targos. I do believe it's only a 2-hour walk.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Get
not
there
the
by
worst.
6.
Yeah. So let's push 1 hour. 1 hour into the walk.
Oh.
You just
I
know.
I lack permission. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I lack the permission too. You're
I
in
don't
good company.
understand why it's yelling at you about it. It's just me doing time, but yeah, no worries.
Okay.
So you
Cool.
guys get about halfway down the trail when you see some people walking towards you on the trail, and you hadn't run into anyone at this point. The people walking towards you are 2 tieflings and a small, maybe early teens, pre-teenage boy. The boy is in front. The tieflings are kind of like walking behind, escorting them forward. The
Human boy?
human boy, yes.
Okay.
And
Human
they
boy?
all the
Human
human boy
boy.
is clenching this like big chunk of like purple black like crystal or something. And they're just walking. They nod to you as they pass.
Oh yeah. What do you have there, friend? Looks cool.
It's mine. You don't have to tell them.
Of course it is.
I found it.
I agree. It is yours.
Harward. They're just being nice. You don't have to. Hi. It's his thing.
What sort of thing?
You know where it's cold out here. We kind of gotta go. I
Where
found
you
it in
going?
the ice.
Huh.
What?
Do I recognize this
What's that?
crystal? Do I recognize this crystal?
No.
Okay.
Well, okay. Just give me a history check.
Gelfling?
Well, I don't. I'm more specifically thinking about my own character.
Okay.
So
Then
if
no.
I haven't seen it, it's not a
No.
big deal.
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna turn to the group, and I'm gonna say this out loud in front of them. Are they acting strange to you, or is this how people act out here?
Who are you saying
A
this
little-
to? Oh,
I'm saying this to the group, but I say it loud enough for everyone to hear me.
Mm-hmm.
They might be a little cagey.
Any news on the road ahead?
Clear. Totally
You
clear.
don't think it's odd that they are coveting a purple rock?
Now that you
No,
It's
notice,
you
the
are-
kid's rock.
both of the tieflings are wearing necklaces that seem to be like triangle shaped, pointing downwards and made of the same material.
Friends, I have done a lot of research on. Oh no, I'm going to use message. I think I can only do it one at a time, but I'll just do them in quick succession. I'm just going to say something's not right with these folks. That's all.
What's your boy's name?
This is Harwar. Harwar, say hi to them. Hi. This is
Can
my
I
family
check,
now.
check to see if she's lying about Harwar's name?
Sure.
14.
Seems true.
Hey, Harwar, did you know these
Yeah.
people before you found that piece of rock?
No. Why? This is my
So
family.
you found
now.
the rock, and then they found you?
Yeah, but not like right away.
How long did you have the rock before you met them?
Like a week. Like a whole week. It's
Can
mine.
I have
It's
the
not
rock?
theirs. Huh?
Komet pulls out 2 daggers.
What is he doing with those?
Where are they taking you, Harwar?
All right, guys. Is this trouble? What's going on? I guess they touch their scimitars on their sides.
You're already in trouble, son.
Me? Whoa, guys!
Yes.
Come on.
Whose child is this if it's not yours?
Harwar, is this where you want to be? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going
Harwar-
with these guys.
Where are your parents?
Bremen. Well, my mom's there. My dad's
Well-
dead.
Why did you leave your mom?
Because she's not one of us. She doesn't know what it's like to be awesome and to have a cool crystal.
What does
Did
the
you
crystal do?
He's just clenching it against his chest. It makes me feel good.
I can tell.
Yeah.
That's what every student says.
So,
And exactly
I'm
how
not
they
a
say it.
student.
so Komet looks at his group and says, "What we doing?"
I'm not interested in killing these folks, but I'm also not interested in that kid having that crystal because something seems off about this.
You're saying this out loud.
Let's take the crystal.
Or
Yep.
is this-
I say
okay.
let's take the crystal.
No.
Let's take the crystal, and then once it's not in his hands, then let's have a conversation. And if
I
one of us
agree.
starts acting weird, then we can go from there.
Guys.
Harwar, we can keep this really nice if you'll just put the crystal down on the ground for a moment and we won't touch it. I just want to see what happens when you place it on the ground.
Harward, don't
Agreed.
listen to them. You don't have to do anything they say. Guys, look, we're just trying to pass by. This isn't any of your business.
If you want to pass by, please just entertain
Place
us.
the crystal.
Do-
down.
It's a
Do the
simple
crystal. Put the
request.
crystal
Just
down.
listen to him.
Pick it back up again
So Komet
after we ask a couple of questions.
starts just kind of angling around to get an angle on these guys.
And I'm gonna step behind Tony, whatever your character's name is. Sorry, Mr. Slacks.
Mr. Slacks.
Listen, I just met these guys, but they're kind of aggressive. Just put the damn crystal down and listen to what they say.
No! No, it's mine! You can't take it! You're not my
We
mom!
won't take it. Your mom took it?
No. No one can take it from me.
Well, we're not your mom, like you said.
So,
Put the crystal on the ground for a moment, and then you can pick it back up again.
so
Nope.
Komet
No.
Komet
about
looks
him?
over and says, "Guys,
Yeah.
do you want to die?" I'm talking to the two
Oh.
tieflings. Do you want to die over this one kid or do you want to pick up another kid somewhere else?
Whoa. I guess they just look at each other and kind of laugh.
Listen, Harwar, it's bathroom break time. You need your hands free to wipe. So put the stone down, take a bathroom break.
Yeah, he refuses no matter what you say. Which is weird, I guess, right? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
he seems committed to hanging on to this thing as long as possible, never dropping it. He's just staring you down. His eyes are wide. The two tieflings are then, like, getting between you guys and the kid, and they're pulling out their scimitars.
So
It doesn't have to go this way.
Then
It does.
let the kid go. He's obviously in your thrall. Let him go.
So
We
I
didn't
go
do
like,
this. What, Kemet?
I go,
I don't
oh
believe
my,
you.
oh my gosh, are they with you?
Wait, what?
I point behind him and I said, oh my gosh, are they with you?
Oh, like it's a distraction? Okay, I see.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, hang on. Let me prepare really quick.
You know what I'm gonna do as soon as they turn their heads.
Probably.
Surprise!
All right, so I gotta put some things away. Throw you guys down. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, hang on. Up. Can I do this? Yeah. Boom. Alright, you guys.
There we go.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we're at the point where you got to roll into an initiative. They've got their swords out. They're ready to fight you. Okay, won't let you until now.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I should roll Harwar in there too.
I like this dice.
You're getting really good rolls. Oh God. Okay. Oh yeah, 23-16. Holy crap. All right. Who are we missing?
Me.
Mungo.
Mongo.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Utility.
I've been used to playing Pathfinder on here, so.
How would you guys have been standing? Because I just plopped you down like this.
Mongo said he was going behind me.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, okay.
I was angling.
You-
Angling a little bit.
That's true. You were saying that. Okay. Rizal, is there a specific spot you think you would have been?
I was only,
started?
not right on. It's right where I am is fine.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He's about to wolf out.
Oh God. Of course you guys started.
Yeah,
fighting
no,
these
level 1. I'm not about to wolf out.
Oh, that's true.
He's
Never
gonna hit
mind.
him with a stick.
I need another level for that.
All right. Well, let's see how this turns out.
Oh no.
Oh God. Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to
Perfectly.
roll with it, but like this was one of those things where it was like, all right, I'll put in a little foreshadowing for something else, but then now it just depends on how this goes, depending on if that something else can even happen. So awesome, I love it. All right, beginning the combat.
I mean,
are
you got
first.
2 teachers in this group. I am a mandatory reporter. Unfortunately, I've gone through a lot of
Yes.
trainings on that. So I see a kid in distress. I have to legally report it.
True. Fair
Okay,
enough.
so
I've had to do that.
Oh, God.
So commit is going to. Let me check my distance here. Okay, so commit is gonna back up a bit, and he's going to. He has both his daggers in his hands, so he's gonna throw one dagger at this at the closest guy.
Okay.
So let me.
A 12 hits.
Love a cultist.
Okay, I clicked damage, but it didn't. So I didn't have access to something.
That's weird. Click it again. Is it still telling you that?
It's got me a red circle with a cross over it.
Okay.
Cultist is invulnerable to knives.
Oh no, I see what the issue is. That's silly. Well, I added a thing where if you're throwing stuff, it takes it out of your inventory and like lands on the ground or in the inventory of the guy you threw it at. But then now it's saying you can't do the damage because you don't have this dagger anymore. So that's something I gotta look into for next time.
I roll 1d4.
Yeah, whatever.
What?
Whatever.
It's 1d4 plus 3.
That
So
sounds right.
1d4 plus 3. That's
So
4.
4 piercing. All right.
And then I'll take the other dagger, and I'm going to use the sharpshooter, and I'm gonna throw that. And miss.
Goes wide, lands on the ground right next to him. Now those can be picked up if you're within 5 feet of them.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks. Anything else? Any bonus actions? Oh, that was your bonus
No,
action.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Harwar. Okay, he's clenching this thing. I guess he moves back slightly, but they're the ones with the torches.
A wolf just nips him.
Yeah, just grabs him and runs off with him. No.
Oh, problem solved.
He's clenching the big crystal in one arm, and then I guess he reaches off of his back and grabs this hockey stick that he's just holding above his head. He's swinging it around. Don't you come near me! You can't take it! And he's just swinging his hockey stick at anybody who comes close. The cultists are going now. This guy is, shit, you're way back there. Let's see here. Fuck. Didn't have to go like this. I guess he runs up to... Fuck. Mr. Slacks is probably the worst one to run up to. Like, you have all this armor on and shit.
Come at me, bro.
No, they're running up to Resolve.
He starts running up to Mr. Slaxton Veers.
Yeah,
I get it.
Swinging,
I would run up to Rizal too.
You're cool. You're cool. Yeah. This guy.
I would run up to Rizal too over Mr. Slash.
And he slices down at you with his scimitar with a 4 to hit, 7 total. He misses. Okay, yeah, I was just... that wasn't for you, Mr. Slacks. You're up.
I did about the way
Oh.
I'm like, good thing you didn't go for Mr. Slacks. Stupid.
Yeah. All right, Slaxy. Slaxophone. Damn, a 17 hits. I thought they were gonna be better.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
bro.
Max damage?
Get max damage.
What's his death look like?
I'm like, bro, you attack my friends, you attack me. And I just slice him right in the shoulder and his arm comes off.
And Rizal looks at Mr. Slacks like, so, your friend?
Aw.
So far, so good,
Finds
right?
out in the first
He's a
combat.
recluse and an introvert. Give him a break.
I'm his friend. I'm his friend.
I'm his friend. Yeah.
But the cable guy, we're friends!
Yeah. Oh, the cable guy. Anything else, Mr. Slacks?
I kick over his body.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Let me mark him dead.
I go, it doesn't have to go this way. We can still change our minds and put shit down on the ground.
The kid can't drop
And
it.
that'll-
He's obsessed, okay? He's one of us now.
And you are.
His character. I'm
Also, I'm just gonna
Fell.
say, I want to make sure. Harwar, just to be clear, my friend,
yeah.
we're not going to do to you what Mr. Slacks just did to this gentleman.
I do not plan
Okay.
on doing that to you.
Okay. And with that, I need this little dude here to. Oh.
Goop is talking
Huh.
to me.
Oh, it's not on here.
What?
Huh.
What happened? Did I steal
My
something from you?
spells, my cantrips are not on. Oh, no, there it is. Sorry, never mind. I just don't know where
Baby
it's.
there.
That guy's been targeted, so I'm going to do a Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Wait, aren't you supposed to have message somewhere in here?
I can't figure out how to add it. So
Oh,
I
you
figured
deleted
just
the
upload
other
it.
one and just... I got you. Okay, I'll add it for you.
Yeah.
All right, Toll of the Dead. He has been hit already. I think it'll figure that out for you, though. But go for damage.
It says it will. Oh, did it succeed?
It doesn't prompt me until you click damage.
Oh, interesting.
Anything that has a saving throw, that would be the case. All right, 2 potential incoming saving throw from him. 9 fails, and you inflict 2 necrotic damage on him. All right.
That's
That was a D12?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still potential for a
If
1
he's-
on
if-
those.
If he's damaged.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
bonus
actually
action.
the main reason I chose a sorcerer rather than a bard.
Oh, it just looked like a D8 rolled.
No, it was D12, but I did see
Okay.
it. I saw a 1 on that dice, not a 2, so that's interesting to me. I'm also just going to take a step, two steps back.
Okay. All right.
Cool. That's the end of my turn.
Great. And then this dude. Oh, good. It's the alive guy. Okay. Well, let's just use free item interaction to pick up your fucking dagger.
Oh, no, you don't.
That's
Oh shit.
He won't be
Just
going
to-
far.
I have to give it back to you because it's your ranged. It's your sharpshooter button, but god damn it. Okay, I gotta figure out how some of these things work. Alright, but he does pick up a dagger. I'm gonna steal a different dagger from you and put it in his inventory. He's got it now.
Well, he's not going anywhere.
That is a really bad way to distinguish people. One is the alive guy, which means the other one has to be the non-alive guy.
We can refer to him as a soon-to-be-dead guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Soon to be dead guy.
We have the current corpse
Oh,
and the
shit.
future corpse.
Well, I failed you guys. All right. So hang on. Let's flash back to when the other guy died. As soon as his heart stopped beating and his arm fell off, from the bottom up, his whole body began to freeze over in just like a 1-inch thick ice shell. It just freezes up, falls on the ground, boosh, into the snow.
Or he could freeze up and I kicked him over. Because I said I kicked him over.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so then with that information, I think Mungo would say, "All right, gentlemen, we don't kill the next one. We need to know what's going to happen if this kid drops the crystal."
You fucking. Okay. How do they get out of this?
A wolf comes and takes the kid.
Okay, let's just see if I can get away with this. He snuffs his torch.
Commit's got dark vision and sharpshooter.
Oh my god. He doesn't necessarily know. He runs off into the darkness and fuck. Alright, he grabs the boy, but then it's at half speed and only moves a little bit. God damn it. He's still totally fucked. Alright, well, he's out of view for now. From Kemet, I guess. God damn it.
He's outside of my dark vision too, or he's dim, I guess. Yeah, he's dim.
Alright, and now we're at Rizal. What are you up to, Rizal?
All right, so he ran out of. I don't have dark vision or anything like that, so he ran out of my sight.
Yeah, so like the one cultist that's dead was holding a torch, so that torch is still lit up around that area and you can still see there. But if you don't see the guy, he has run outside of the torch's light and you don't see him out in the darkness. Now, how does that technically fucking work? Because you can shoot into darkness at disadvantage.
But if he's lit up, he has a torch. Why would I not be able?
The live guy doesn't have a torch. The dead guy dropped a torch. The alive guy just put his out so that he can hide in the darkness and run away from you guys.
He's at half speed, right?
Because he's holding the boy, yeah.
And you actually see him, Matt?
Yeah,
Can
do
you
I
see the
see him?
cultist
That's a
and the
good
boy?
question.
I don't.
Can you
think
see their
do.
icons?
No, you don't see their.
Oh, I
icons.
see. No, I don't see the icons. No.
Okay,
You
yeah, then
can
they're outside of your field of
technically light
vision.
your own torch and potentially light them up.
So
Or
if
you
I
can grab
cast
the
produce
torch that's on the
flame
ground.
and then throw it at him, would that take away the disadvantage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Or I don't think that's a ranged. Is it? Well, it would. It would either way. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I can produce flame and then throw it as a range attack.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just light up a fire and just hurl at him like a baseball player.
All right. Who are you aiming for? The cult guy,
Right.
the tiefling. All right. So, can you see where I'm pinging? Target that area.
I see where you're pinging. All right, and then target. Okay.
Target that spot.
I can't target it.
Oh, well, hold Alt and click that area. It should let you. I've had it work before. Right here.
No, it's not working for me.
Okay. Well then here. Target him now.
All right.
All right.
Targeted.
All right, go for it.
Now, am I at disadvantage or?
No, it'll be regular because the light. Because with this, and I'll redo it. With this, because it lights up and you can hold it there before you blast it. So like that's what would light it up. And as long as that, hang on.
That rolled at disadvantage. I'm not sure why.
Light in 10 feet. I'll fix it.
Sorry, guys, I'm the noob here.
No, that's all good.
You're
Not a
good.
problem.
All right.
You're
So,
I'll get it eventually, but
You're
it's gonna be-
setting up the takedown right here.
Yeah.
all right. So, your disadvantage, it would have been a normal roll. So the 4, meaning the 9 that you rolled, was the first of the rolls. So that is the official roll. So you do, unfortunately, still miss.
Okay. Yeah, my aim's not the best, guys. Sorry. I'm working on it.
It's hard to focus when your fingers are burning.
That too.
Yeah. All right. Any bonus actions?
No.
All right.
I will move up my last 5 feet. That's about it.
All right. Perfect. Back around to Kemet. What's Kemet doing?
Okay, just as a reminder, I have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Yeah, it should be relevant.
Yeah, so it's dark before 60 feet where I'm standing.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move up and see if it changes.
Oh yeah, it'll move with you for sure.
Okay, there we go. I see him now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling out the bow, putting an arrow on there,
Mm-hmm.
and launching it at the cultist.
You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this.
Yes.
He knocks it aside with one of his horns. It just ricochets off of his tiefling horn, hits the ground. Ha! Anything else?
That's it for me.
All right. Oh shit, they might. Come on, we're going! Can you run? These guys are gonna kill you! All right, sure, Harwire. I can't see anything! Where are we going? Fuck.
Come on, guys, don't let him get away. Mr. Slacks, take a dash.
Alright, Harwar runs out. But the cultist is still there. Mr. Slacks, you're up.
Take a dash.
Then I can't.
You can't
Well,
attack
yeah,
though.
actually. All right, I get right next to him.
Fuck. Okay, that's your full turn.
That's my full turn.
I think I see. Oh, whoops. How we go? Mungo do.
Mungo.
I don't want to kill this guy. But I don't
So you can
think
only
I
knock
have
unconscious with a melee attack.
Okay. I am going to move myself forward. I'm going to target him. I don't want to kill him.
You can hold your action.
I think that's going to make any difference.
Well, I'll get an
Okay.
opportunity
I
attack when he leaves my. If he
Yeah,
runs away.
I'm going to just send this guy a message. I am going to send him a message. And I am going to say to him, yeah, I'm going to do this. Hey, I'm just pretending to be dead. It's me. Well, I don't know what his name is. I'm just laying here on the floor. Don't tell. You know, I'm going to pop up behind him once they move forward. Okay, get ready.
What the fuck? Okay.
What? Your arm's off. It's just a flesh wound.
It's a flesh wound.
I guess that's it. All right, let me pause because I realize now that he's like a giant crystal structure, so there's zero chance he falls for that. So I'm gonna let me change that real quick. Sorry.
Okay, all right. I was trying to figure
I
it
like
out.
that
but-
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. I forgot about the crystalline thing. I'm gonna say to him, "Hey, man. Hey, sir, throw your weapon down. We will let you go after a brief conversation. I apologize that things went this way." And that's all I will say.
What?
If I can do a persuasion, because I am being sincere.
Sure, give me a persuasion.
Yep, there you go.
Whoa.
He's just
And that
confused.
is Mungo Doofus'
Start
turn.
messaging into his head, and he immediately starts looking around.
Around.
He's looking around. He's
Oh,
looking at his
shit.
friend. He's looking up. He says, "Look, Lord, Levistus, is that you?" Remind me what you said. You said put it down, and what did you say?
Just put your weapon down, and no harm will come to you.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You only talked to Kadrath before. Whatever you say. And he immediately does it.
There.
Well, look at you.
Well, that gave us some information. Cool. Wow, you can do things that are not fighting in this game. Nice,
Right.
nice job, Alex. Thank you for
Oh,
making me feel
thanks.
special.
Yeah. All right, that's Mungo's turn.
I think my wife is making brownies. I'll be right.
Oh shit, some brownies. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess we should clear this up before we wrap up. It's their turn.
Yeah.
They've dropped their weapons. They just kind of, so sorry, Lord. I'm so sorry. Please protect me. And he's dropped his weapons. We're out of technically in combat order. The kid has run off, though. What are you guys doing about it?
I'm going to grapple him. I'm just going to sheathe my sword and put him in a bear hug.
Yeah, the kid's gone, right?
The
The
kid,
kid took off.
is gone. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna come over here and say, "What did you want with the kid?" And I'm gonna wait till your response before I cast Detect Thoughts, just to give you an out there.
Okay. What? He's one of us now. I don't know what the big deal is. He is a follower of Levistus. We're just taking him back to the group. Is that
Where's
so
the
wrong?
group? Where's
What
the
do
group at?
followers? Sorry, go on.
Where's the group?
I don't know if I want to tell you guys. I'm not sure if you guys are working with... God, what am I supposed to do? Oh.
Why were you so secretive about it? You could have just told us the truth from the start.
I don't know who you worship. Not everybody's a fan
Why did
of
you
the Big
put your-
L.
I'm gonna.
Why
did
does
you
who we
put your
worship
sword down?
matter depending on you telling the truth? Why don't you just tell the truth no matter who we worship?
Because some people can't handle the truth. Show me
I'm
the
gonna
money.
use. I'm gonna use message one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Since that seemed to work, and I'm gonna say, "Leave the boy. He is no longer of use to our plans."
I'm sorry,
I
Lord.
can make a deception check if you want,
Yeah, give me a deception check. Yeah.
because that's a lie, and it's a bad one.
Lord, I don't understand. I don't understand. But I guess
I was
heard that
just trying to
story.
get rid of whatever his name is. I just needed to get rid of him so you could lead the group.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have heard stories of other gods, like, telling their followers to kill their own sons just for shits and giggles. Okay. I've been challenged and... Okay. Whatever you want. We'll leave the kid. I thought that you had put the dark shard in his hands because he was a chosen one, but I was wrong. So who are these people, Lord? Why are they fucking with us?
They are no one of consequence. You don't need to know who they are.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
They will return and will be of use in the future.
All right, guys.
Boogity boogity.
Look, we got off onto the wrong foot.
Who
I
the
didn't
fuck are
realize
you
you were
talking
working
to?
with L. And what do you mean? You don't
You
worry
keep
about it.
talking.
Yeah, I know. I've got a divine connection. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What can we do to make this right? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have opposed you. I had no idea.
So what can you give
Leave
to
the
us?
boy. Leave the crystal. That's all I'll say. And then I'm done.
What can you give
hogging
to
the
us?
scene.
So what can you make it worth our while?
Well, I don't know what's worth your while. I'm not sure. Harwar's gone.
Where are you coming from?
Bremen.
Bremen. Why were you in Bremen? Getting the boy?
Yeah, to pick up the kid.
Where were you going?
We were going back to Caer Dineval.
Is it time for the ceremony?
The ceremony?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you might not know about that. That might have been your partner that knew about that.
The what?
Yeah, sorry, I don't think I was supposed to tell you about it.
What ceremony?
No, you might not be high enough rank to understand to get that knowledge.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was just in talks with the head honcho. Why wouldn't he have told me? Is it
You
me?
don't know who the head honcho is.
Then who was just talking to me?
Who are you talking to?
The head honcho.
No, you don't know what his real name is.
I think the honcho's in his head.
Yeah.
Are you guys working with Big Al or what? I don't understand. Lord, please help guide me. I know you've guided me 2 times before, but I'm just very confused. These guys don't seem to know what the deal is. He's just sitting there like praying.
So I'm just walking over to the other corpse and trying to loot it. I've lost interest with them.
Okay.
What should I do with this guy? Should I put him down? Should I squeeze him? What should I do?
I think we got to figure out whether we want to try to track and run after that kid or not. If we want to run after that kid, he doesn't have much of a head start.
I think we need to run after the kid.
Put him
It's
down.
been a little
Slacks.
bit now. I don't know if we're going to find that kid.
He's not trying to hide his tracks at all. We can easily track him.
Mm. Yeah, that could
Easily.
be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looting this other guy over here.
Okay. Is it letting
You have to chip the ice.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
Dark shard, amulet, leather armor. It's showing me. Oh, take. There it is. Anybody wants any of this? Let me know.
Somebody dropped an arrow over here.
Yeah, I gotta pick up my arrows in a.
Oh, does this guy have your dagger?
Yes. Bastard.
Drop it, fella.
Oh no, the dead guy has my dagger.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
There's an arrow over here.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm leaving stuff all over the place.
He's just dribbling.
All right.
Um,
so okay. Let's just really quick wrap it up because you guys are going to go after the kid. But what's going on with this final guy?
I said
Let
we
him
put
go?
Down. I said we put him
Okay.
down.
Put him down.
I don't think it would be very. It would be disingenuous to murder him now.
Well,
I'll put him
Yeah.
down. I'll
Well,
put him
man,
down and I'll pat him on the head.
Well,
You-
make him give us all his weapons first, so he doesn't attack us in the back.
He
He's
dropped
kind of a
his
wimp, isn't he?
He dropped his scimitar, so I just don't pick it up. Off you go.
there's a scimitar. I think it actually
Who could
doubled
use-
up everybody else's stuff, so you've got enough of this stuff.
I don't need a scimitar. I got 2 swords already. Kemet, can you use a scimitar? Oh wait, Rizal, can you use the
I got
scimitar?
I got
I already have a scimitar.
Have two.
I'll
can
take a
sell it.
scimitar. You never know what will happen. I'll take a backup.
There you go. And then I mean, you could always sell it and get some money possibly. So
Mm-hmm.
So what's your name?
what? Oh, because I didn't move the token. Hang on. Let's just start next session at you catching up with the game.
Okay.
Or let's touch base with you about how you catch up and follow the tracks and all that. It's definitely doable, but let's add some narrative to that. So we'll wrap up right now. Good game, guys. You guys got a lot done. We got a couple missions started up, and you got a few rumors of some other stuff. So hell yes, I think that was a successful first game if I ever saw one.
I had fun.
Nice.
I had fun.
Hell
Awesome.
yes. Me too. Playing some credits right now. What were you gonna say?
I thought those guys were gonna destroy us.
I thought so too. I was like laughing to myself when you guys were starting the fight with them because I was like, oh, these guys are like higher CR. And then I opened them up and I was like, oh no, these aren't the guys that are higher CR. Shit. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Richard got to fight something.
Yep.
Wanted to test out that Toll the Dead.
Right.
That 2 really made it worthwhile.
Oh, the dead's nice.
Yeah. Okay,
If you can roll higher,
yeah.
I kind of didn't think about that. I probably should have just played a character that gets like a plus something to their damage because.
Well, but as you level up, those cantrips will increase in power. So
Yeah. That
And we had some
Yeah, but if
beautiful
I
rolls
rolled
tonight.
two,
Everyone.
if I rolled
What'd you
2
say, man?
2s though, only 4 damage. Anyway, just being silly.
I missed what you said, Matt.
Oh, I was just saying we had some beautiful rolls tonight as a group.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a fun thing that I hadn't looked at. Oh, here, I'll give you guys access. In the Journals tab,
We have
it'll
dice stats.
it's going to keep track of stats for everything over the whole campaign. So, like, we'll have a separate journal for all the campaign stats of what the lowest round of damage, highest round of damage, most healing actions, all sorts of shit. Oh, it's got some bad news. But then there's one for every battle we do that'll break down everybody's stuff. Anyway, bunch of fun information.
That's cool.
That's good to know because I'm really curious about how the dice gods are going to punish us for all the fucking good rolls.
Yeah.
So today in battle, the most damage overall was Mr. Slacks with a 13. Most damage in one turn was Mr. Slacks. Highest average damage, Mr. Slacks gets all of them. Most kills, Mr. Slacks. Most support act.